Welcome to Fanboy and the Snob. I'm Chad.
Chris.
That's Mike. Say hi.
Hey.
We watched
Anaconda.
the 1997 horror
Classic.
thriller Anaconda, starring everybody's favorite Ice Cube.
Yay.
And J-Lo.
And J-Lo.
Owen Wilson was
And
in it
Owen
too.
Wilson was there. And Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
Yep.
for like
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, John Voight.
John Voight scowls the whole movie.
Like weird scowl.
Like weird scowl.
Really,
And I
really
guess...
disturbing.
Oh, Frank Welker was the Anaconda's voice.
They had a voice.
Top credited.
God, this movie sucked.
Do you want to know the main
it
reason?
didn't.
No, the main reason why we
It
watched
was
this movie is because every
1997
single
good.
movie we wanted to buy off Amazon, they didn't have it. They just said add to wish list or subscribe to Shudder.
Yeah, we were trying to keep up with the theme of watching Asian horror, and every Asian horror movie is unable to be watched right now,
Oh.
which is annoying.
It's a conspiracy, y'all. Yeah,
But anyway,
Anaconda.
So this movie's about... What is this movie about?
This movie starts off with
About an hour and a
Danny
half long.
Trejo, exactly 90 minutes, I think. Danny Trejo
Trejo? Trejo?
in
Don't
his
disrespect the man.
in his little water cabin.
It's called a boat, but
His water cabin.
You suck.
yeah, Chad, why don't you start over? That was bad. We're going to start over. Try not to talk over each other.
I blame you.
And,
Just stop talking.
and try to
Just-
say words.
Just try not to
Um,
talk.
Let me intro it. 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to Fanboy and the Snob. My name is Christopher,
I'm Chad.
I'm like,
and that's Mike. We watched the 1997 horror thriller
Classic.
Anaconda, starring Jennifer Lopez,
Ice
Oh.
Cube.
Ice Cube,
A boy Ice Cube.
Owen Wilson, Danny Trejo, and John Voight. And some guy did the voice of the snake. I already forgot his name.
We had this in the last cup, but oh well.
Yeah. So it's about an hour and a half
It's a
long,
weird
and it
one.
felt 3 hours.
Yeah, we
I-
paused this movie a lot.
I didn't like it.
I think we got through Lord of the Rings faster than we got through this.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. We watched the
Extended
director's
cut
cuts, the
of
4
all-
Oh
hour.
yeah, I got him on DVD.
We watched all 3.
It's like 9 hours of your life.
It's
Plus.
12.
Yeah, I said plus.
It
Listen,
took
I'm
us-
not a mathematician.
It took us a while to get through those, but it was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking love those movies. I don't like Anaconda though.
Lame.
I remember thinking this movie was fun as a kid.
We all remember the scene of Owen Wilson inside the snake belly.
I didn't. I forgot.
We
about
all
that.
remember that scene, and I remember having seen it just recently. Like it's just like a bad like PlayStation 2 graphic face with like a texture on it. I remember seeing it as a kid and being like, "Oh my god, I can see every detail on his face."
It's so gnarly.
But you saw it in 1997.
Exactly.
It's
so like,
2021.
well,
going
you
into
think about
22.
like, fucking Jaws made people run out of the theaters.
Yeah, but Jaws didn't look like shit.
it did though.
Listen, I went on the Jaws ride in Universal when I was like 7, and the thing came out of the boat in my face, and I was scared as shit.
That's
And it was just a shark head. It wasn't even the whole shark.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
we won't touch that.
Yeah, don't be fucking with Jaws.
My uncle purposely let me sit on the boat. And it was right where it came up the first time, and I'm like playing in the water, like, and it came right at me.
Oh man.
Wasn't fun.
When I went on the Hollywood Tower for the first time at Disney, you know where it drops you?
Tower.
Yeah. So the ride was full, and they wouldn't, like, my family was on, but they weren't gonna let me on. And my dad was like, "Quick, he's not looking." So I ran and I sat. So I was sitting between my dad and my brother.
my
I didn't
God.
have a seatbelt,
Oh my
so
God.
they had to hold me down. So like I'm lifting off the seat and they're pushing me down, and I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I didn't want to go on the ride. It was fucking scarring as shit. There's a photo, because you know how they take your photo just before you drop, of me like, because I don't know what the fuck's happening and I don't have a seatbelt, and it was fucking. And then the guy got super mad at us.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But my dad was
So
like,
Danny Trejo ends up
Yeah.
climbing up a thing and he shoots himself.
Danny Trejo does the end of the Jaws movie, except instead of putting the air tank in the shark, he puts the bullet to his head. And
He also does this in the first scene.
yeah,
Yeah, like 2 minutes. So bye, Danny Trejo.
bye Danny. And then we get like a Richard Attenborough kind of thing going on. David Attenborough. Bullshit going on where they're filming like a nature show in the Amazon.
Is that what they were filming?
I think so. Because remember when he goes by the totem, he's like, the whatever people, blah, blah, blah.
I just remember Ice Cube being like, yo, or what's his name? Owen Wilson be like, yo, this movie's fucked.
You just messed up Ice Cube and Owen Wilson? Really?
They're very familiar.
No.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't hear the wow.
No, he didn't do a
We
single
didn't get a
wow.
wow. This might have been pre-wow Owen Wilson.
Wow. Or it just didn't catch on.
Who knows?
I don't know.
He was underwater for a bit. We don't know if he did one under there.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Would have been a gargled wow.
Wow.
Don't try to do it, please.
What happens next? I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, we drank a lot during this movie.
No, we didn't.
I did.
I had like 3 or 4 beers.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Plus my little guy.
J-Lo's nips are in a scene. I remember that.
Yeah. Harkens back to the earlier movies like Kirsten Dunst and Spider-Man.
Damn.
In case you're a 12-year-old fanboy.
Dude,
Hey, don't hate on Kirsten.
she's hot as shit.
You ever see Bring It On?
No. No, I haven't.
You ever seen
I'm
Melancholia?
proud of that. No, I haven't.
She goes topless in Melancholia.
Cool.
It's worth it. Despite the
That's
movie
great.
being horrible and
I thought you
depressing.
liked it.
No, I love it, but it's a very sad movie.
Should have watched that tonight.
No, we'd all be
We're
crying.
gonna do the Family Guy where we tell like exact times where there's boobs in movies. Is that gonna start being part of the podcast? Like, even the inflection.
So yeah, stuff happens, and then they end up finding this dude on a broken down boat. His little propeller got caught up in a bunch of
Jon
shit.
Voight is.
And he jumps onto the guy to save
No,
himself because his boat was
you
like
do a horrible,
I hate
horrible
the way you
description.
explain things.
stuff was happening to his boat, so he had to jump off it.
There's
Yeah.
a guy with the boat, and then
Dude,
he did a
he
thing.
told this story about getting stung by bees, and it was so I was on this thing, and then I jumped off and ran over there and got stung by bees, and we're supposed to know what the fuck that story is.
I was on a lot, like a big pile of dead trees, and I was running, stepped on a bee's nest, and was getting stung as I was running down.
You were running on a pile of dead trees.
There were a bunch of trees that were cut down, piled up. In
So
the
they were
woods.
logs.
Logs.
Yeah,
You
but
can
there
see-
were full trees.
That's what a log usually is.
You're a log.
Chad, you need to work on your storytelling.
I just stung 36 times.
Good.
There's
I wish it was 37.
See, my problem is I over-explain. Your problem is you don't explain anything. You just kind of say words in a sentence and expect us to know what the fuck's happening.
Well, you should. have
Stuff
an
and things.
have an
Occurrences.
have an
happenings.
imagination.
You know what I
Have an
mean, right?
imagination. Anyway, back to the movie about snakes.
So this guy gets on the boat,
It's going
and he has his face.
Jon Voight scowls the entire time. You can see it here.
He gives J-Lo a really, really good one when she's rubbing lotion on her neck. That was kind of...
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
creepy. Every scene, do the face.
I can't even. Anyway, yeah. So Jon Voight and this guy Mateo seem to be in cahoots, but nothing ever comes of it. So
Oh, I forgot about Mateo. He died so fast.
yeah, he speaks
Yeah,
Portuguese.
fuck that guy's face, dude.
He walks around shirtless in the Amazon,
You
which
could
is
tell he's a sleazebag from the jump.
yeah.
Mm.
Then for some reason, no, the propeller gets fucked up. So a guy goes diving
But there's a wasp in his mouthpiece.
and
'Cause
stings him
that's
on.
not weird.
Yeah, stings him on the face, and he freaks out.
It was weird that literally nobody fucking questioned why there was a wasp
Right.
in this dude's mouthpiece that stung him in the mouth
Also, you think
underwater.
I don't know about you, but it goes back
How
to
do you get the wasp in and then have it stay long enough for him to fucking put his gear on and then go underwater and do some stuff? And then all of a sudden,
There was no shenanigans going on. That guy wasn't totally doing it to fuck everybody.
but like if the wasp was in his mouthpiece, it would have stung him right away, not 10 minutes after he'd been in the water.
and on top
Well,
of
the
that,
wasp was climbing
And you
down
probably
his
would have
throat.
seen it.
and also when you use
You
like,
wouldn't notice a wasp climbing down your throat? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
But,
cut you off.
um,
Like,
Right when
really,
he put the
that's
mask
your
on,
argument?
right when he put the mask on, he immediately jumped in the water, and that's when he started freaking out. He didn't have time on the boat to be like,
no, he fucked with the
That's
propeller.
not how
I know,
you scuba dive.
it's awful.
You
Also-
don't just put your thing in and jump in.
Yeah, you test it. You test it first. So you go and it
And
would have
a
blown the
wasp
wasp
would've
out.
just-
You
It's
guys,
a big ass wasp.
you guys are trying to pick
The
apart
fucking
this
Cazador
masterpiece
from
of a
fucking
movie.
Fallout.
You gonna cry?
Maybe.
I've made Chad cry a couple times.
Yeah, I have to talk about fucking Chris Farley.
And when I was balls deep. Anyway,
That's what Farley.
Ooh.
that's staying in. Yeah, so yeah, there's a fucking stupid scuba scene. They do an emergency tracheotomy. And then
With a first aid kit,
right
2
there,
feet away.
between 2 fire extinguishers. Then throat guy's out of the movie.
Throat guy.
Pretty
Just takes
much.
a really long nap till like the very end.
For real.
Yeah, but he's clutch.
Ice Cube was more clutch than him.
Not really.
Ice Cube put a fucking pickaxe, yeah, in the snake.
This was after he was like, "Hey, I got a little pocket knife," and then he loses the pocket
dude,
knife.
Ice Cube shows off his
and
knife.
then he gets stabbed in the leg.
That was like a +3 knife. His dad gave it to him.
Ice Cube was a clumsy fuck in this movie. A lot of times he was trying to swim and he got tangled into some little
Yeah,
weeds.
he swims up to a tree and just grabs a branch.
And the acting on that was awful. He's like, oh!
Like, you know when you start an RPG? He just went to like the wooded area at the beginning with no items, no equipment, no nothing. And that was him the whole movie.
Well, J-Lo's the main character and he's the NPC running into the tree and you're like, come help me with this battle. And he's just...
This is my comrade, except he can't really follow me.
His pathfinding was terrible and he just got stuck in some objects on some geometry.
It's like when you have a Thane in Skyrim and they die and you just gotta like grab their stuff and run away. I just kept waiting for that, but you can't kill
No, he
Ice
survives
Cube.
the whole
He's Ice
movie.
Cube.
I remember him dying.
Can't kill Ice Cube.
Nah.
You can, though. He's just a man.
Is he?
I remember getting so upset he started making those Are We There Yet movies and
I
stuff.
love those movies.
Yeah, he had a
Unironically,
really interesting transition.
well, he's like, I could do these movies or I could make money.
Yeah, that's what I like about him is he just kind of gave up and
It's like
was
Snoop Dogg fucking partnering with Martha Stewart.
Listen,
Stewart
Snoop Dogg
is a
just
G.
gets high as fuck and does whatever the hell he wants. And I have the greatest fucking respect for that.
So do I.
I do like
That is the fucking dream.
He's one of the only guys.
I can do anything and get high while doing it, and everybody's gonna love it.
I also feel like he's one of the only celebrities that takes an active role in his child's like upbringing because like he coaches
Doesn't he
his
have,
kids'
like,
football
how many
team
kids
and
does
shit
he
like
have?
that.
I don't fucking know.
Because like
Damn, bro.
I talk about this constantly, but
Fucking slap you.
DMX was a terrible father.
I mean,
So like Snoop Dogg's a good dad,
not to
you
speak
know.
ill of the dead, but DMX.
DMX
is
is
a lot
also one
things.
of our main characters in our RPG or
Yeah.
D&D session.
DMX is a character. I'm doing like a '90s hip hop D&D session. It's really
Wild ass D&D. I've
Is it-
never played, but
is it
Jesus.
racist? Is my D&D racist?
No,
I don't think so.
be
Well,
racist.
you're
if
asking
we,
another white guy, so it's
Well,
not probably.
it'd be
good.
racist if we didn't put DMX in it.
True.
Would it?
Maybe.
Is he the only black guy in the?
No, Snoop Dogg's in space. Big Daddy Kane can bend metal with his mind.
We haven't had Luda come in
Too
yet.
Short got shot in the head.
Luda has to come up in with
Yeah.
some big fists.
No, Luda's gonna come in soon. Don't worry. Henry Rollins was in it, and he got an axe to the head.
See, it's almost racist. You don't have any white rappers.
Or Eminem's coming.
Eminem will be there, but they're on the West Coast. It's gonna be West Coast versus East Coast. See, right?
We have a thing, right?
I've never played D&D, but
Well, you're gonna
sounds
play it tonight.
Way too complicated. No, the fuck I am not.
Dude, all you gotta do is this, and I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah, no. No,
Anyway,
I'm good.
back to Anaconda.
If you haven't left us yet.
He shoots a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
he
that
does.
dude.
No, fuck monkeys.
No, he's just
I worked at a zoo.
that monkey was just
Fuck
chilling. That's because
monkeys.
it was a cage
Yeah,
up
you
monkeys.
worked at a
full
zoo.
of-
You
Yeah.
had monkeys in a cage. Yeah.
You gotta understand though.
But like a
They're
monkey
just
just
mischievous-
chilling. Monkey was just chilling in his home.
They're just
Isn't that fucking
mischievous
weird?
little
no.
scamps.
No, they're not. They're not mischievous little scamps. They're
But
predators.
see, you're biased.
No, I'm
You're
not.
biased against the monkeys you worked with. That monkey
Not
was
just-
just at its house.
Listen, I hung out with a gibbon, and it was the most terrifying experience in my
All right,
life.
again, you're just biased against that gibbon.
Gibbon's like, why are you in my house?
Exactly.
You ever seen a gibbon?
Why is this my
You
house?
come in
now?
my house and
Gi-
start doing shit, I'm gonna be
Gibbons'
fucking...
arms are twice as long as their body, and they put them over their head, and they go whoop, whoop,
Yeah, I
and
know.
he was just doing that, and I was like, what is he doing? And they're like, oh, he's trying to fight you, and I was like, holy shit! And they're like, yeah, all monkeys are terrible.
Did you fight a monkey?
Crocodile Hunter hated monkeys. Jeff Corwin hated monkeys. Like monkeys are pieces of shit, man.
All right,
They
then stay
take
away
after
from them.
us.
Don't go in their home.
They're us without the self control.
Just don't go in their home.
Well, most
Don't bring
of
them
us.
You
to
guys
us.
ever read about the Great Chimpanzee War?
Oh my god. No, I have not.
No, it's the only documented case of chimpanzees actively hunting each other and using like military tactics like feints and false charges and stuff like that, and actually picking their battlefields to fight each other. Because everyone thought like, oh, gentle ape, chimpanzees. They're nice and then
Rip your face off.
yeah, next thing you know, there's like the elder chimp who couldn't get away and 5 other chimps smashing his chest in while laughing and eating him and like celebrating and like holding his head up and
You know what's
chanting,
hilarious?
and it's
There's
like-
gonna be people being like, I want to watch a nice Anaconda review.
I'm sorry you guys are watching this.
yeah, there's not
This
much
is more
to-
of a troll video.
this movie sucked. Like, what are we supposed to say? We
All right,
watched-
let's not even go through the story. Shit happens. They kill the
Just
anaconda
let's-
at the end.
favorite
Then there's
scene.
like a women anaconda that I think's like the girlfriend. Be like, you
We
fucked my
don't
man
know
up.
it's a woman.
It could have been
just
the
saying.
male. It could have been
It
the
could have
male.
just been another male.
You fucked my
or it could have just
girlfriend.
been another anaconda.
She was
We don't know the
pregnant and she
gender
just
of either.
wanted to eat.
You're assuming both the sexuality and the gender of the anaconda. You fucking bigot.
It was
You're a
man
piece
and
of
woman.
shit.
Could have been transgender. No one ever asked what its
Yeah,
pronoun was.
I'm not gonna touch that.
That would have been funny if in the middle of the movie they were like, "Wait!" and the snake stops. And, what's your pronoun? And then it's like, "They." And I'm like, "Okay." And then back to running away.
Kill
from-
it.
It's different than me. Favorite scene. What is your favorite scene?
When Ice Cube knocks it in the head.
That's a pretty good one. I
The
like-
ending was
When the British dude who was on the pills bashed homie with a golf club.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he hit him twice with like a pitching wedge. That'll like cave
Like,
your
dude,
skull.
they actually showed the
Dude had a fucking divot in his
Yeah.
head, and
yeah,
he just
the
like,
makeup
up.
department did a pretty good job.
he was
with
just
that.
like fine after that. Like, nah, man.
no
Well,
concussion.
All right, let's talk about the story. What would you guys give the story 1 out of 10?
Fucking
Like a
3,
2?
5. It's a movie. It's not the best. It's not the worst.
I wouldn't give it a
I
five.
feel like there's a bunch of
Like
stuff
a
that happened in this
4.
movie that they didn't explain, like the fucking bad guy being friends with Danny Trejo.
It was just
they
another
don't even
crappy
bring that up.
90s movie.
Well, Danny Trejo is billed as poacher, so I'm assuming they're both poachers. But that
Yeah.
wouldn't make sense because John Voight
And they
wanted
never
it.
really touch on it. He just
He just sees the
article,
news-
puts
yeah.
it in his paper, in his pocket, and then that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he never even like looks back on it in secret. Like,
So you're saying it's sloppy storytelling?
I guess.
Or it
If
could have
you want
been.
to put words in my mouth.
It could have been changed
will.
in editing. You know, maybe it was a different movie before
So
the committee got to it.
Stop speaking down to me, white man.
What you think of the CGI?
It was probably good for the time, but
In
seeing
1997,
No,
it's
I don't-
probably great.
Oh, there was so many scenes where Snake
You ever see
would
Mortal
try
Kombat Annihilation?
to- yeah,
Better
so
CGI than
watch
that.
our video on Mortal
yeah,
Kombat
watch our video on
Annihilation.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Every scene
Oh,
was.
you already did one?
Yeah.
Damn. I wish
I'll
I
do
would've
another
thought of
one.
that.
Yeah, it was on the old channel, so we can do another one.
I'll just delete. I uploaded it, but I'll delete it and put the new one up because nobody watched it.
Surprise,
No,
surprise.
but every fucking time the snake would go around the person, you wouldn't see contact between the snake and the person. The person
Yeah.
would just be floating there.
Because instead of doing
Like a circle. It's like a circle.
they would use the real actor, and then instead of like green screening with like a tennis ball and a piece of string, they just tried to animate it around it. So
My favorite's the one when he catches the British dude falling from the tree.
Yeah.
Or like the waterfall. Like, yeah.
which wasn't that the scene where I was like, "Yo, this snake isn't killing to eat; it's just killing to
Yeah,
kill." Like
yeah.
it's a fucking serial killer at this
Yup.
point.
Because he kills that dude. Then he comes after them on the boat, and
Yeah.
the chick's dead body just pops up, and it's like he's still trying to kill everybody. Like,
Yeah.
The pitch meeting to this was let's make Jaws, but with an anaconda.
Remember when he spit the monkey at the guy?
That was the best scene.
That was Owen Wilson. He spit it at Owen.
My favorite
was the
scene.
best scene.
My favorite scene is when J-Lo gets thrown into the blue barrel and it sounds like a car crash for some reason.
What you said it was what? Glass breaking?
Yeah, when
No, that's when the stool hit the gun.
yeah, the stool hits
rifle.
the gun, it's glass breaking.
That whole scene, I guarantee you, they didn't
Stock
film
sound
any of the
effects,
sounds,
yeah.
and they probably fucked up, and they're like, "All right, well, we gotta do."
And then all the lines were 80 yard. And
A lot of it was
What I would have given to see what that set was like.
just filmed in like Palm Springs, Florida. Like,
Just in a warehouse.
yeah.
All right, build the boat, put some trees over here.
Or the director had like a big backyard.
No,
It's like,
No, you
film
brought
it
up.
here.
You
I
brought up.
got a pond. We'll put some prop trees with vines. Got the whole thing ready.
You
got a
brought up
fog
a funny point. What
What?
do you think of the soundtrack?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, the soundtrack. I'm pretty sure the
Or
soundtrack.
the sound effects.
I'm pretty sure the soundtrack
Bunch of sound effects, put into one song.
is the strings when the anaconda is chasing someone. I'm pretty sure is the strings from the Friday the 13th game by
Oh,
Ilphonic.
that's right. You said it was like a stock sound or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like royalty free music. I feel like this is one of the cheapest movies made.
And can we talk about Ice Cube is listening to Ice Cube?
Yeah, Ice Cube listens to his own music.
I mean,
So
You gotta
that
put it
means-
out there.
Because you know how they, like, statistically speaking, there is another version of you somewhere on this planet that looks identical. It just...
maybe he's Ice Cube's doppelganger.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the Ice Cube on the boat, and then there's the Ice Cube making music, and, like, this is the first time Ice Cube's like, hey, wait a minute, that guy sounds like me. So that way when he turns it off, he's like, no, I need to hear this. It sounds just like me.
It's
That'd be a
Ice Cube's
better movie.
doppelganger Rubik's Cube.
And that's his inspiration for getting out of the jungle. He's got to go find his doppelganger.
That would have been a way better movie.
Yeah.
But overall, would you recommend this movie?
No. God, no.
Even for fun drunk times?
Not to anybody who's born after 2000.
Yeah, if you've seen this movie before, watch it again. If you haven't, don't see it.
Purely nostalgic value.
Yeah.
If you saw it way back in the day and you're like, hey, Anaconda, sure.
See,
You
I
can
can't
get
even,
through it.
for me, I can't even call it nostalgic value. I watched this as a kid, I think I liked it. I watch it now. It's like, I don't remember any of these scenes. It's all shit.
That's just because your memory is crappy. You can't have nostalgia without memory.
Well, cancer does that to you.
But hey,
That's not the point.
by the way, the definition of nostalgia is liking something from the past. So
Yeah, I guess it's full nostalgia.
you going, I like this as a kid, but it's not nostalgia. No, that's
so
nostalgia.
not only did you sound like an idiot, you contradicted yourself.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.